Hey everybody, welcome to Taking the Time. It's Friday, Black Friday, and we're gonna do a little review. But first, we gotta talk about a few things. Let's hit up the news first. What is going on in the news, Brian?
Okay, well, oh, man, I mean, there's definitely a few things out there right now that are on live on Kickstarter. Um, uh, there's
It's a weird time, right?
it is well, I mean, this whole year has been extremely weird for everybody, I think, and it's just one of those. There's a couple of pretty cool things on Kickstarter. I in true unprofessional fashion, I forgot my notes. So sorry, guys and gals, whomever. But it's anybody that's on Kickstarter could see all that stuff anyway. Which most of the people that watch or listen they know what it is. So if you don't, message me and I'll tell you what it is.
Hey, you know what? I've got to give Simona Di Stefano. Hope I'm pronouncing that completely correctly. A shout out. I got one of her shark straps today, and I've gotten a couple, of her straps over the last several weeks. And my God, her straps are amazing. So if you guys are looking for a quality strap, check out Simona. She's in Italy. She has quite a nice history with Panerai as well. So most of her straps are made from Panerais, but I'm pretty sure she can make you a watch strap, whatever watch you wanted. Um, but she was, I believe, if I understand correctly, she opened the first boutique, Panerai boutique, in Italy. So when Richmont Group, which was Bindham Group at the time, bought Panerai, she was the one that actually opened that first shop there in Florence, which is pretty awesome, pretty incredible.
It was kind of a family tradition too, wasn't it? It wasn't
Yeah, I think so.
she
I
kind
think
of
her dad has always worked in leather too. I could be wrong. I don't want to get too much into that because I don't know the details and I don't want to misstate anything. But I hope to do a strap episode coming up later so we can maybe get a little more into it and go from there.
Yeah, I should have one coming in before Christmas because on the side I am working on a little secret project where I'm actually doing a voiceover for a possible watch coming out for a commercial, and it's going to be an Italian design. It's really, I've seen it. It's really cool. I can't tell you really much more. It's kind of under wraps, but if you hear, you'll know it if you hear my voice on an advertisement, and if you like it, thanks. If not, I'm sorry, but I think it's really going to be cool, and I'm really happy to be part of that project. And I will definitely let everybody know more as I know more about it too. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So
Let's see,
all right.
Mitchell. We should have a review with Watch with Us of the Production Raider. So all the reviews that I have posted on the website have been done with prototypes. So I wanted to go ahead and do one with the production model. I do have like about 10 pieces left. So I figured I'd send one up to those guys, let them do a review. They have been posting on Instagram, and it sounds like he loves the watch. So I'm pretty excited to see that review come out. I didn't really plan on doing too much more in the way of reviews for the Raider, but I figured one more would hurt.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it'll be a lot of. I have the prototype as well as the production model, and they're awesome.
Not really.
I'm not just saying it because it's your brand, but the attention to detail in the case, the full loom dial, it's stuff like that. It's just the attention to detail that I can't, and that's really, in a world when you're navigating the watch world now, it's like people are taking a bunch of different cases that kind of look similar. Not this is not everybody. I'm generalizing tremendously, and less so in the micro community. But it just seems like things that are trendy start rolling out, and then you see 5 different versions of the same trend, kind of, and it's kind of hard. I get for the discerning collector. When something really catches your eye, it's really special. So, yeah.
And that's what I'm hoping to achieve with the moon phase. Everything's finalized in that guy.
I think that's gonna be a winner. It's not gonna be an inexpensive watch, but it's gonna be built probably as almost, I would say, probably one of the most affordable, basically kind of luxury watches out there. I mean, it really it has the specs that put it up there with big names, and that's really cool. And I really like to see that. So that quality over quantity thing, and it's a lot of times it's hard as a micro brand to say, hey, I'm going to put this out and it's going to be $500, $600, $700 or something. But some people do it and they do it successfully, and it's about the quality. And people, like I said, the higher end stuff, they may not sell as many at first, but I think in time people will come to appreciate it. Be like, yeah, not only is this thing great, but this, it's basically heirloom quality. It's not just regular. It has a Swiss movement. It has all this other stuff that it's actually going to last for generations, and you can hand it down instead of, well, it has a throwaway movement in it or whatever. So you can after
the 280 manual wind moon phase movement with the date. I mean, if I only sell 50, that's cool. I'm good with that.
Yeah. It's good. I mean, we're kind of in a different era, but we're also in a new age, and everybody that watches the show knows that I'm kind of a space geek and space junkie. So yeah, I definitely watched the rocket launch the other day, and it kind of watching that actually gave me hope for the year. That there is something salvageable. It's not about politics. What's that?
You just didn't want to be on it going away from there. A little bit.
I'm not gonna lie. As a kid, I always wanted to be an astronaut, and in the back of my mind, I was kind of waiting for this. This is new technology again, and in the back of my mind, I can remember as a kid watching everything go wrong, and in the mid '80s, and it was just like yeah, maybe not this one, maybe the next one, but do you know how much it would cost to shoot my fat?
We're so far
into space.
Let's circle back around and get onto a
okay. We're circling around, and it's but it is cool, and I think that especially for us here in the U.S., we kind of needed that launch, and I hope that launches new ideas for watch builders, makers, modders, whomever, designers to say, you know what? It could be worse. And so, let's go ahead and try this out. So without further ado, let's go ahead and move on to a wrist check. Just would you like me to go first today?
Yep.
Anybody that's friends with me on Facebook, is I got this little gem. This is a Raketa. It's a little Soviet era watch. It's very
commie watch.
Yeah. That's why it's on the red strap. So you got to embrace the new trends, I guess. And I'm not going there, but it's really a fun little watch. Got it from secondhand. Well, I'm sure it was secondhand from him. with. Really, if he ever selling anything, have confidence. Work with him. He'll get it to you quick. And I got it, and it's just such a cool, funky little watch that I was like, yeah, I don't know why I need this, but I do. So, and it's just funny seeing something that size on my, claw. But it's a funky little watch, and I just kind of touched it up with it. I mean, it's been knocked around a little bit, but it's older than I am. This is Cold War era stuff, and believe it or not, I wound it up, and it just sort of ticking away, keeps perfect time. So,
all right. Well, I've got something a little more flavorful. I've got the Skull Diver, the teal dial, and I went ahead and took it off so we could get a good view of that backside. Nice beads of rice bracelet, helium escape valve, and we'll hit up all the specs.
Yeah.
In a little bit, but I've had this for almost a week. I think I got it last Saturday, and it's great. You know what? It's a 40 millimeter watch, but it fits my wrist pretty well. And you guys know I wear 42 is my favorite. I'll wear 44, cap out at 45, and I usually like to stay at 44 to 42. But this 40 is actually fantastic. The bezel is 41, so you've got a little bit of bezel overhang, just slightly, which makes it easier to manipulate the bezel, which is a very wise feature to put into a dive watch. Let me get the banner for Rhodus watches. So here's the deal, guys. They have a Kickstarter going on right now. It kicked off yesterday, I believe. I don't know what it was, but I think he accidentally launched it early. Like maybe it had an automatic set on the launch or something like that. But I think he was meaning to launch today, Friday. So I don't know what, I don't know the exact story. But anyway, so we'll hit the specs real quick. It's a 40 millimeter watch, 41 millimeter bezel. The dial has C3 Super Lume. The bezel's BGW9, which everybody knows I love BGW9. Just a little bit lighter, not as strong as C3. A lot of watch companies combine those two, and it looks really good when they do that. So it's got a helium escape valve. The water resistance is 1,000 feet or 300 meters. Beads of rice. So I guess another reviewer was complaining about the clasp system. It's going to be upgraded, but I honestly didn't see anything wrong with this.
Is that the double fold over deployment with
pushers here?
Yeah, and then you close it and fold it back over.
Yeah, sorry, I should have.
Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, what's wrong with that?
I don't have any idea. Somebody didn't like it. I think it might have been Jody, just another watch.
Oh, okay.
I'm picky. So here's the deal, guys. It's a $300 watch. It's got an NH35 movement, and it's got the specs of a $600 or $700 watch. So,
yeah, I agree. Yeah, it looks really good. And there's two versions of that, aren't there? There's 5 versions of it. Well, no, I mean two main versions. There's the Skin Diver and then the Skull Diver.
This is the Skull Diver, and this is what he's launching now. It comes in black, brown, teal, blue, and white. It's a full lume white dial. It's got a nice handmade leather. I guess it's more like a pouch than a roll, but I guess they're still considered a roll. Opens up 2 flaps, one for the watch, and then there was a sailcloth strap, which I will show you guys as well.
I'm sorry. Yeah, there's they have a date and a non-date version.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, NH35 in the date version, NH38 in the non-date.
Yeah,
double dome sapphire anti-reflective coating, 300 meters, which is way deeper than Brad or I are ever going to dive, because we don't want to turn it. And that's what I thought was great, because basically if you dive that deep, you're pretty much going to be somebody's going to find you with all your diving gear and just a skull. That's what you're going to be.
Right.
So, you know. So,
I mean, I'm impressed. You know, here's the deal. Like I've had this since Saturday of last week. I've gotten to wear it a number of times. I've gotten to see the loom. I've set it, let it run. It's accurate. The date window is very visible. The skull's a cool logo. You know, you
yeah.
think of skulls and you think it could be a little kitschy, but no, it's well done and it fits the design, fits the name. The font, I love the font that he uses too. Um, I've seen this and I've looked at this for fonts for some of my stuff, but I just couldn't get it to work because I'm more of a vintage type, you know, brand. So
Yeah.
so I've never been able to get that font to work. But it looks really good on this piece and the way it's designed. One thing I always am concerned about on beads of rice bracelets is some of them have been known to like pinch, pull hair, and this one actually doesn't do that. I don't know if I've just been lucky or what, but it doesn't pinch my hair, so that's pretty cool. I haven't even bothered to put it on the sailcloth strap because the bracelet's very comfortable. It's not a thick watch either. I think it's a 14 millimeters thick, so it's not too thick. Here was my first impression after I pulled it out, looked at it, hit the specs. It's an overbuilt dive watch, and actually it's on Kickstarter for I think 279 is the price right now. I don't know how many of those are available, but what I was getting ready to say, I got a little sidetracked there. But so I got the watch Saturday. He told me he's like, "Oh, hey, it's live." So I just went in, logged in, and backed it. so I'm a backer. Again, we don't get paid to do these reviews.
No.
We just get to play with the watches that nobody else gets to play with, which is pretty cool. So some of the unique things about this watch are the bezel insert has a circle, and then a line, which is a neat little design detail. The triangles are facing in, which I think helps you read it a little more accurately, which is something else that I like.
Well, they're kind of pointing out on the dial. It looks like it's.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what
Yeah.
I mean.
So it's.
Pointing out towards
Yeah.
the ring, the chapter ring, so you can.
Which, honestly, yeah, I mean that makes sense because when you think about precision, I mean it almost reminds you of you know, a reticle you would find on a good scope, which is used for precision.
Yeah.
You know, either precision photography or precision shooting, whatever it is. So yeah, I mean that's the first thing I thought was that crosshair design, which is old as the day is long, and you know, so and it works, and so yeah, it looks highly engineered. And
It's got some pretty cool Explorer hands, or not Explorer hands, but I think Ranger. It's kind of like the old Tudor Rangers, but different, but more squared off instead of kind of bubbly. The hand length is right on. The date window is framed in like a chrome frame, which is fantastic. The skull's chrome, and then the indice have that chrome finish, polished metal, whatever you want to call it. So I mean, it's a well finished watch. The crown logo on, or the skull logo on the crown. I mean, I really can't find anything to complain about, especially for $279.
yeah, that's awesome. If it was a little bigger, then it would, you know, even though I'm wearing a postage stamp of a watch today, you know, it would.
No, it wears it doesn't wear small for a 40, in my opinion. I've had some 40s that felt a lot smaller than this anyway. I had a Zelos, the Horizons, I think is what it was called, and it felt so small compared to this, and it was a 40. So I don't know.
It looks like they did a combination of brushing and polishing on the case as well as the bracelet.
Yeah, so like the lug sides are a little polished. The bezels a high polish, and it fits with the polished center in the bracelet really well.
That's outstanding. I mean, really, it's a great value. Um, this,
and here's another thing. Sorry, like I really do like the watch, and but I really like David too. He's the owner of Rhodus watches, and I've talked to him. Well, he's been on the show, so I mean, we've talked a number of times, and I think you've talked to him several times as well.
oh yeah, great guy, super
Yeah,
down to earth. Yeah,
yeah, and I mean, so it's like at this point you're looking at a watch and it's got all the specs. So now you're either gonna buy the seller or you're not. And David's a phenomenal guy, but this is a story I wanted to tell, and I was thinking about this earlier today. I remember when he was going through the process of getting his prototypes, and so like he would ask me a couple things throughout the process, but there was something that came up in the design process, and he's like, "What should I do on this or that?" And it's like, "I think you know what to do." And he's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like I know your goals here, and you're gonna make a quality timepiece. And he's like, yes. He's like, I like this and this. And so what do you think's the right thing to do? And I'm maybe dramatizing this a little bit, but he wanted to hear it from another owner that he's making the right decisions, despite the fact that it might take a little longer or that it might cost a little more money, things like that. And then there was another thing with the bracelet. He wasn't going to get the bracelet. He's like, but I need this bracelet. It's what's right for the watch. I'm like, go get it. You're the boss, man. Tell him, this is what you want. But the moral of that story is he's doing all the right things to make the best timepiece that he can. He's chosen his movement. He's chosen his specs. And I don't want to hear anything about an NH35 or NH30. It's a cheap movement. Like, yeah, but they're in Seikos, and people wear Seikos for decades. So
yeah,
we're done with that
yeah.
conversation.
And some of those Seikos are
And it's
like $900, and I own some Seikos, and I own other watches with NH35s. I've modded watches with NH35s, and there's no we've gone over we've gone over movements and stuff. If you guys want to go back and look at Movement Wars, I can tell you how it ends. Spoiler alert: nobody agrees on anything. So as usual, it's if it's Swiss, it's it has to be Swiss or nothing. And then there's plenty of Japanese stuff, and then there's also this and that. Well, so yeah, spoiler alert: nobody ever agrees on movements. So.
And I mean, and it's priced appropriately for an NH35 if that's going to be your standard of whatever. I swear to God, these posts drive me nuts. I saw some posts where somebody's like, "I'm not paying that much money for that movement," and it's like that's the movement's given. It's gonna be an NH35. It's gonna be a Miyota, whatever. Or it's going to be a Salida or a Swiss movement. So it's like you have
or quartz.
I'd hate to say it, but you basically have three options. I know there's a bunch. There's SoProd, there's STP, and there's other options. But in reality, people are putting basically three brands in their watches, and it used to be that ETA would be more common, but now it's going to Salida because of what ETA's choking down on that, et cetera, et cetera. So it's like, when are we ever going to give credit to a little bit of design?
Yeah,
this isn't a homage, guys. Go buy it.
And it's aesthetically pleasing, I think. And this is I believe it's just his first watch.
Yeah,
that he's doing. So he's up and coming. And he's based out of the Netherlands, and he's a younger man. We've had him on the show here when this was kind of still a brainchild. I don't even think he had a prototype yet. And so if you guys go back through the annals of the channel, you can check it out and see. And really, you're gonna. He
loves watches just like us.
He's such an easy guy to like. And he ended, it's amazing now seeing that he built such a great watch, and I can't argue with under $300 for an NH35 with those kind of specs, 300-meter water resistance, all kinds, helium escape valve,
Yeah.
316 stainless,
Nice
sapphire crystal, BGW9 loom.
Yeah.
You're
C3
not,
on the dial.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's no spec that he missed. It's
No.
a nice, clean diver design. It's a nice, clean design. It's not a homage. I actually really like the lugs, and I posted some pictures, and I'll post some more. But I really love how the lugs are kind of, I don't want to say boxy, but they're not real rolled. They're not real. They're not very
Bob. Yeah, so they didn't. He didn't try to
stuff.
go and make curly cues or anything. He didn't try to make it more than it is.
It's just a nice, clean line. It's nice slope. The finish is great. The brush quality is good. The bracelet is solid. You can feel how solid and durable it is just by kind of.
Yeah, it looks heavy. I mean, it looks like it's going to definitely have some wrist presence for the wearer as well.
Yeah, and I mean they're solid links. I know you can't. There's no way you can see in there, but they're solid.
Yeah, no, I can see it. That means everybody else can see it as well. And it means it doesn't have this hollow kind of, it just looks like a D with something filled in there. And yeah, you can feel quality and you can feel cheap.
Yeah. This has got a good feel to it. I don't have anything to complain about. I don't know what the deal is with the clasp that dude didn't like. I actually like the
different strokes for different folks, the
pushers that help lock it.
Definitely.
It's got the logo and the skull, the skull logo at the top, which you can see there, and then it's got the brand name on the bottom.
Yeah, and he really didn't mess around with this thing. I mean, that case back, it's kind of a scuba diver with like a skull with a mask, and I know it's really hard to catch on just the webcam, but he did not mess. It's hard to believe this. I mean, this is a younger man. He's what's he in his mid-20s or so, or
I think so.
Yeah, I mean,
and he's 24, but I could completely be wrong.
I can't remember either. He's such a great guy, such a likable guy. He's got a great person. He's full of energy. You can't tell that this is a first time.
No,
this is not. It doesn't look like the kind of stereotypical virgin watch builder where it's like, oh, we're gonna just slap some pieces together and we'll call it a watch, and then we'll see how it goes.
100% original piece, out of his brain, through and through. So.
Yeah.
I'm very pleased. I really want this to get funded. If it does, I don't know what dial color I'm going to pick, though.
Yeah, because there is 5 choices.
There's black, brown, blue, the green, the teal, and then a white, a full loom white. And I really like I like the brown. It's almost like a tobacco, like a real dark brown, I think. I need to look at more pictures of the brown because I might do that. But I like that white too. So I don't know. It's a tough decision. I might just tell him to surprise me.
Sometimes it's better. If when you can't decide, you're just like,
yeah.
I don't know.
That's how excited you are about the piece, or that's how good the color selections were.
I've done that when I've ordered something from you, and just like, I don't know, man, it just surprised me, and it's always always happy with it. And Rich is keeping us updated. It's 33% funded as of right now.
I told him, you need to quit taking wrist shots of other people's watches and promote yours. And I mean, that's just how passionate he is about watches too. And I have the same problems. My friends.
Yeah, it's
a deal for me. Yeah. And then Ramos says blue or teal for me. I really like blue dials, so I don't know.
Yeah, Charles and I were talking earlier, and he he bought the Sangamon while he was watching us review that one, and I said, "Well, we have a show in in an hour or so," and I said, he said no buying tonight. So that okay, hey, I get it. But hey, you never know what we're going to come up with.
You so, come back in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, but I mean, really, at that price point, you're getting a ton of watch. If it's big enough for you, that's it. It seems like a no brainer.
And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Charles, but I think you do have a couple 40s. I thought I'd seen you post a watch that maybe that size or smaller.
Oh no, I meant the size for me. Charles has a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh man, he needs to buy a Raider too. Oh, we got to work on that.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't give any buying advice. Yeah, buy this. Yeah.
I do give buying advice. You say you don't, but I do. Buy the Raider, guys.
Yeah. Buy the Raider, back the Skull Diver.
I just need 10 more people to buy a Raider, and I won't have it anymore, and nobody will hear it anymore. So.
I'm not here just blowing smoke either. I'm still so impressed with the Raider, the quality of the just everything that went into that. I know it was I know the ups and downs you went through with manufacturing, but you've seen me change the look of it from kind of dressier to more pilot, like a flagger style, to basically a field watch, and it's extremely versatile. And now we're getting.
I love it.
Yeah, we're getting.
Get on him.
Yeah, everybody gets a Raider. You just have to pay for it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, we don't get paid for this. We just start.
I think. Just so everybody knows, though, while we're speaking of the Raider, as long as it's a retail price, I'm gonna donate $20 each to the Special Operations Warrior Foundation until I don't have these watches anymore. So that's what we're doing with that. And then I do. Richard didn't talk about the watch rolls, but I do have one.
Yeah, those are.
And I mean,
they're super nice.
This is almost as nice, and it comes with the watch.
Yeah, that's nice. Is that leather or?
Yeah, it's leather. It's legit.
Oh, it's leather, and it comes with the watch at under $300 US.
It's a Harry's. I'm not familiar with them, but I know a lot of people are.
Yeah.
And so it's handmade in, I want to say, England or somewhere in the UK. What's the difference? Well, I guess Scotland or Wales. I don't know. But yeah, it's it's like he put together a quality package for this Rhodus watch.
Yeah, that's a lot of spec there. That's a lot of kit for not a ton of money. I've spent a lot more money than that on something that wasn't packaged nearly as well. And I think everybody has pretty much. I mean, because the price point is amazing. I mean, I feel like, Sunday, come and get this. Like it's on special. No, it's on Kickstarter. It's our prices are so low. You'll think we're crazy. And it's no, that's it. And you're getting all that for probably less money than you spent on a lot of watches, because if you're watching us, then you've probably bought a number of watches. And
if you're watching us, you probably have a watch problem, and that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay, and it's okay. And but really, I mean, it's we do it. We say it, a lot. We don't get paid. We do this. It's just for fun. Try to help out brands that are up and coming. And so many people that do watch it, we actually get a chance to talk to in online or however it works. And it's a lot of fun. And we hope you guys enjoy it, because it's kind of a little, I think, mental break for everybody to, just kind of get together and have fun, even if you watch it days later, or like I said, if you like to watch it in the bathroom because you're getting away from your family from the holidays for 10 minutes or half an hour or whatever. Hey, watch it wherever you want. They could watch it in the space station. They're all up there. So, hey, yeah. So comrades, yeah, this one's a Raketa. So there you go, representing for you guys, you other guys up in the space station. So, yeah.
I just put a link to the Kickstarter in the chat, so that'll be on both YouTube and on Facebook. I think we've said all that we can say about this. Whatever people had a problem with on the class.
Charles. Good luck,
Charles. So side story, and then we'll close this down. But there's a private chat, and I can tell him to shut up there. No, but seriously, we actually just kind of flow pretty well together naturally. It's like we're brothers.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how that works.
It's not scripted at all. There's no anything. And I've talked to Charles. I've talked to Charles on the phone, so he knows I could talk forever. So, and and he's a great guy, huge collector, really. Just a great guy. So, and everybody, everybody that watches us, everybody's great. It's, a lot of fun, but we're getting towards that time. So it's about to wrap it up. Yeah. That Rhodus Skull Diver, RHODUS, for anybody listening to the podcast without visuals, really check it out. Bang for the buck. It is so there, and it looks good. That's my opinion. I would love to see how it fits me, even though I'm wearing a postage stamp on my wrist today, is for fun. But
I think
it's a looking watch.
You might be able to pull this off. As big as your wrist is, I think you could pull this off. Call me crazy, but well, maybe we'll see what he has in store, and maybe I can send it to you. We'll find out. But yeah, we'll wrap this pig up.
Yep, that's about that time. So yeah, and everybody, thank you all for watching, and really comment, gripe, moan, whatever, hit either of us up, and if Brad's a morning person, I'm not so much. So but I'm up later, so if you got something you want to talk about or gripe about or any of that stuff, I mean, we're around it. We just, like I said, we do it for everybody that wants to just see random different stuff and get an honest opinion on it. We're not here selling a bunch of stuff, that's the truth. So thank you all for tuning in this week, and hopefully we're going to be getting some other prototypes in hopefully soon.
Happy Watch coming?
Yeah.
It's in transit somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, the bronze one that revolutionized with the bronze strap. That's coming. That's gonna be a whole nother episode there.
2 minutes. You got 2 minutes. Yeah.
Another one.
Mr. Manuel.
That's for you. That's for you, Rommel.
Yeah. he saw where there's this guy in the community that's trying to start a brand, but I feel like he's gotten kicked out of more groups than he's made watches. So yeah, he got me, called me a dirty name. Oh no.
Yeah.
For asking him how many groups he got kicked out of.
Yeah, he called you a female dog, I believe.
Yeah, sure.
Like straight up. I was like, whoa, that escalated extremely quickly. But hey, whatever.
Somebody said he is a clinical psychologist. There's no way. There's
Well,
no way. Anyway, all right, guys. Thanks for wasting 40 minutes with us.
Oh man, it's gone so sideways. We hope y'all had fun. It's always great. I love the comments. I'm sorry. I'm so unprofessional, and when you get live comments, and I like to pay attention to them. It's fantastic. You all are great. But on that note, yeah, hit me up on Facebook, and we'll talk some more. I got dinner with the.
All right. Be sure to like us at Taking the Time Watch Talk on Facebook, Veterans Watch Collector channel on YouTube. Be sure to give Mitchell Timepieces some love on Facebook, as well as Rhodus Watches on Facebook. So that's at Rhodus Watches on Facebook. I want you guys to get the link from the feed here, and go back that watch, guys, and let's get this funded because I want my watch.
Yeah, great. Rhodus Skull Diver, RHODUS. Really big bang for the buck. So check it out. If you like it, back it. If not,
keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. But okay, so fair enough. But
I'm in the mood today.
All right, yeah, we're on a roll. We're having fun. So thank you all for tuning in, and anybody that's watching this afterwards, yeah, hopefully you can catch it live next time. And just here having fun here at taking the time, and we're taking plenty of time today. So, but everyone's been great, and it's always a lot of fun. So until next time,
see you guys next week.